Today on Rappler. Members of the UP College of Law faculty urged the Senate to proceed with the impeachment of Vice President Sara Duterte. The Department of Transportation says President Marcos wants the Edsa Kamuning footbridge replaced. The Agriculture Department says the government needs 18 billion pesos to sustain the 20 pesos per kilo rice program in 2026. US President Donald Trump bans the entry of people from 12 countries, citing security concerns. And Filipino gymnast Carlos Yulo bags a bronze in the men's individual all-around in the 2025 Asian Artistic Gymnastics Championships. Members of the University of the Philippines College of Law faculty signed a statement urging the Senate to proceed with the impeachment of Vice President Sara Duterte. In the letter published Thursday, June 5, over 100 UP law professors expressed grave concern over the proposal to kill the impeachment complaint against Duterte. The professors say a premature dismissal will undermine the core democratic principle of checks and balances. Senator Bato de la Rosa's draft Senate resolution claimed the upper chamber's inaction on the complaint allegedly violated Duterte's right to a speedy trial. It ultimately seeks to block the vice president's impeachment trial. The UP law professors reiterate Duterte's right to a speedy trial was not violated by the stalling of the complaint. They explain an impeachment trial is a sui generis or of its own kind procedure and is not a case before a judicial, quasi-judicial, or an administrative body. The Transportation Department says President Marcos orders the removal of the Edsa Kamuning footbridge to, quote, build a better one. Some people have called the structure Mount Kamuning because its high stairs make climbing it feel more like a hike. Transportation Secretary Vince Dizon says the department will build a lower footbridge with an elevator to replace the Mount Kamuning, and it will connect to the bus station. However, he did not specify when it will be ready for public use. The Marcos administration has recently made efforts to understand the plight of commuters. Last week, Dizon joined a community walk along Edsa to see how people experience traveling on the main road. Marcos and his family meantime rode the MRT on Sunday, June 1 to launch a train promo for families. The government plans to start Edsa Rebuild, a program to rehabilitate the highway. Mobility advocates hope the plan will also improve pedestrian infrastructure. The Department of Agriculture says the government would need 18 billion pesos to sustain its 20 pesos per kilo rice program in 2026. DA spokesman Arnel de Mesa says the subsidy for this year is 5 billion pesos. The requested amount for next year is 18 billion pesos, but de Mesa says it appears only around 10 billion of that will be granted. He adds, the subsidy will go to the state-run Food Terminal Incorporated, which handles the sale of rice from the National Food Authority. NFA stocks sold at 20 pesos per kilo are currently being distributed through Kadiwa stores for vulnerable groups. The government has also included some 120,000 minimum wage earners in the program. President Marcos has said he intends to maintain the program until his term ends in 2028. The DA plans to expand it to places with high poverty levels. US President Donald Trump has signed an order banning people from 12 countries from entering the US. He said the move is meant to protect against terrorists and other threats.
We cannot have open migration from any country where we cannot safely and reliably vet and screen those who seek to enter the United States.
Those countries are Afghanistan, Myanmar, Chad, the Congo, Equatorial Guinea, Eritrea, Haiti, Iran, Libya, Somalia, Sudan, and Yemen. People from 7 other countries will be partially restricted: Burundi, Cuba, Laos, Sierra Leone, Togo, Turkmenistan, and Venezuela. Trump said the countries with the strictest bans were chosen because they harbor, quote, a large-scale presence of terrorists. He complained that these countries don't help with visa security, can't properly check people's identities, don't keep good criminal records, and have high numbers of people overstaying their US visas. Trump also cited Sunday's incident in Boulder, Colorado, where a man threw a gasoline bomb at a group of pro-Israel protesters. After a long, well-deserved break, Filipino superstar gymnast Carlos Yulo returns to action in the 2025 Asian Artistic Gymnastics Championships in Jecheon, South Korea. He bags a bronze medal in the men's individual all-around. Yulo finishes behind the Japanese duo of reigning Olympic all-around champion Shinosuke Oka and Tsuyoshi Hasegawa. This is his first formal competition in nearly 10 months after an astounding double gold medal haul in the Paris Olympics in August 2024. Joining Yulo are his teammates in the Philippine men's gymnastics team, Ron Romeo Santillan, Justin Ace De Leon, Juancho Miguel Besana, and John Ivan Cruz. The Asian Championships serve as a qualifier for the 2025 World Artistic Gymnastics Championships in Jakarta, Indonesia in October. Yulo will then wrap up his 2025 season in December with an expected golden sweep of all events at the 33rd Southeast Asian Games in Thailand. And that's today's wrap. I'm JC Gotinga. Thank you for watching. Click the link below for the full story. Follow us on Rappler's YouTube, Facebook, X, Instagram, and TikTok.